When your cheese is see-through, I think it's gotten a little too thin. So this is what we call skimpflation.
Has anyone else noticed the difference in Costco butter lately?
Okay, we need to talk about this because what just happened is totally insane. So here's the deal: products are shrinking, and some products' ingredients are changing. Companies are making these decisions in a very sneaky way that customers have now begun to catch up to some of those tactics. Shrinkflation. It happens when the company reduces the size or quantity of a product while keeping the same price or even increasing it, effectively giving consumers less for their money. And on the other hand, skimpflation. It happens when the company reduces the quality or service of a product while keeping the price the same, making customers pay the same amount of money for less value. Now that you've been briefed, let's dive straight into the following videos.
This is an example of shrinkflation, or how products get smaller over time. This is done so companies can make more money without raising prices, and it often happens over time to avoid any public outcries.
When your cheese is see-through, I think it's gotten a little too thin. So this is what we call skimpflation. Look at this, 650 milliliters down to 600 milliliters. And they're doing like a rebranding change in how it looks so that they can give you less. It's a disguise. It's like when someone's stealing from you and then they quickly change their clothes. You know, like in those spy movies where they put on a different hat and they like grab a hoodie and so then they look like a different person. Classico. Like that. This brand of granola has now changed sizes. They could only find one package when they were looking for this that was the old size. And so it is two different flavors, but all of the flavors have changed now to this lower size. And there was just one package in one flavor that was left in the old size. 340 grams down to 227 grams. Like, what? The value pack of Glade was 8.3 ounces. Now it's down to 8 ounces. This is the exact same flavor, clean linen, clean linen. You notice there's always a change in packaging when you have these size changes. There's always something different to make you think, oh, look, it's new and improved. Oh, wait. No, it's not. They're just skimping out and giving us less and charging us the same or more. You know, at some point, these containers are, they're just not gonna have any room for stuff to go in the top anymore because there's just gonna be so much of a thing in the bottom.
Has anyone else noticed the difference in Costco butter lately? I thought I was going crazy until I actually opened these boxes side by side. And this one expires at the beginning of May. This one expires at the end of May. So I noticed that this was super soft and squishy, and it just didn't seem like the normal butter. But it wasn't until I opened them side by side that I truly saw how different they were. So this butter I've had longer is more yellow in color, and you can see how solid it is at room temperature. This butter, look how soft that is. They have been out of the fridge for the exact same amount of time, and there's such a huge difference in the quality. I cannot believe how much they've watered down the butter. I'm truly disappointed. This is not good for bakers. What do you guys think?
The chocolate bars have definitely shrinked in size, and it happened across different brands. And as for the quality street, we can surely see how the containers have shrinked. And compared to the 1980s, we are getting less treats, and it's such a shame. As for the see-through cheese, they surely skinned on some ingredients. Because imagine a cheeseburger with that slice of cheese. Will it still qualify to be called cheeseburger? And as for Classico, they were very sneaky, honestly speaking, because the rebranding will definitely shift your mind elsewhere. And the Glade spray, they also did a change in packaging while taking away about a 0.3 ounces, which is about 9 grams worth of product. And that Costco butter, of course, the skimping is obvious. You can definitely see that it did happen. And she better take a look at those ingredients at the back of the package. What I know is that no two cows are ever the same. No two cows ever produce the same type of milk. But she has been a Costco butter customer for a very long time, that this particular butter stood out. So our question is, Costco, what really happened?
We just talked about Klondike bars because someone had just insane quality control issues. This is not uncommon. And now this person says, what has happened to my Klondike bars? How did they get this skinny? Do you guys remember like how Klondike bars look, like they are thick. And that is not what you're used to seeing with a Klondike bar. What is going on over there? This is the new package. Do you see how nice it looks with these choco wafers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how they used to look. It doesn't look nearly as nice, but you know what's great about it is that there is 1, 2, 3 stacks of 2, making that 2, 4, 6. They array it nice and neat like this, and they change the packaging so that they can give you less. Yeah, that's the whole point. They'll spend money changing the packaging so that they can give you one less wafer. This Jiffy Blueberry Muffin Mix, both of these boxes say 7 ounces. But if you compare ingredients, you'll notice that the old one had lard and the new one has palm oil. You'll also notice big changes in the calories and the health information. Flour, sugar, lard, flour, sugar, vegetable shortening, palm oil, and soybean oil. Palm is terrible. It's terrible for you, and there's so many sustainability issues and deforestation and stuff that's going on because of palm oil. So this is a big problem for me, but also just the Skimpflation factor here is outrageous. They are decreasing the product quality to make it cheaper for them because palm oil is much cheaper than lard. Even the old recipe that had the lard, can we just aluminum phosphate, monocalcium phosphate? What are all of these? Let's just not. If you want blueberry muffins, flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, actual blueberries, butter, egg, vanilla extract. I think that's it. I promise it is not worth this nonsense.
Shrinkflation. This is when a company reduces the size, quality, or weight of a product instead of increasing its prices. This is how they hide inflation. Let's look at some examples. Toilet paper going from 264 sheets to 242. Mini wheats going from 700 grams to 650. Little tacos, 21, now you get 20. Companies are also now just saying now bigger when it's not simply bigger. Be careful out there.
Did you see the Klondike bar? It's like Skimpflation and Shrinkflation happen at the same time. It's skinny and you can see the feeling right away. And as for the choco wafers, the package did not reduce. However, the amount of the wafers did change, and that's disappointing. I mean, from 6 wafers to 5 wafers. As for the Jiffy Blueberry Muffin Mix, they definitely skimmed. Yes, it used to have palm oil and wheat starch in small amounts, but now they've increased the quantities. It never had xanthan gum and soybean oil at all. Surely the Pepsi can has shrunk. It is now skinny. And as for the toilet papers, the sheet has reduced by 22 sheets. It might not seem significant, but it is on a larger scale. It's deceptive of companies to say their products are now bigger when they are obviously not.
Nabisco has taken their packages and reduced them by almost half. They're down to 13 ounces, almost half of what they were before. And they're making it cheaper as well by 25 cents. Not by half. They're reducing it in size by about half, but they're not making it about half the price. They're making it 25 cents cheaper. So cheers. Does not seem to matter what brand it is. I think we all just need to get on board with whatever this window is. That's where the chips stop. That's where the chips stop. They're showing you exactly how many chips there are, wherever the window stops. The packaging is giving it away. It says 10 ounces. It's $13.99 for 10 ounces. That is 8 ounces. So they've shrunk. Besides prices rising and products shrinking down and ingredients changing and skimping out on the number of products and stuff we get, we also have the enshittification of everything that we are buying. So this is an old lint roller. It's almost gone. Both of these had 100 sheets on them. This person ordered the same product. So they did the buy again feature, ordered the same product that they had previously purchased, and you can see, look at the difference in the amount of sticky on this roller. Again, same amount of rolls. This one's almost gone, and so they were replacing it with this one. So it looks like there's more on this because there is more because it's new. This is the old one. That amount of stickiness is now missing. I'm wondering how much they're actually saving on some of these changes, but to give some context on these companies and how they make these decisions, if they are saving 0.001 cent, they will do that. Like, that is a good change, because on the massive scale of how many products they actually sell on a national or international level, making a change like this that might save half of a penny per lint roller is a massive amount of savings of potential profit at this scale. And it's just making it a little bit worse for us. It's always the customer's experience that's just sucks to be us.
The tortilla chips are very obvious to see that they have definitely shrinked the product, but the bag remained the same. And as for the lint rollers, I bet they'll be shrinking those stickies each and every single month. And that beef jerky, the store forgot to remove the oil price with the details, and they got caught. So guys, this story of shrinkflation and skimpflation is far from over. So hit the follow button, because I'm keeping an eye on it, and send this video to a friend who needs to see this.